Hello, my name is Del Smith, and I'm the office manager at ZipSpider. We are a wireless internet service provider up in Angola, Indiana. We provide wireless internet services to people who don't really have any other options other than satellite or crappy DSL service. Our main market is around the lakes in Steuben County, and then we also have service in LaGrange County. We've got a little bit of service up in Sturgis, Michigan. We go as far south as Butler. And then we also have service over in Ohio, in the northwest portion of Ohio as well. So Blakesley, Edgerton area. We've grown pretty big in the 6 or 7 years we've been around. But yeah, so today I'm actually going to talk about one of the most powerful tools that we have. So this system here is called Powercode. It is a software platform that basically runs our business. So it's a enterprise resource planning system. Specifically tailored to wireless internet service providers like us. So it does just about everything for us, ranging from our customer database information, our speed packages, what service people subscribe to. It does the limiting on the upload and download speeds that people subscribe to. It does inventory, it does scheduling, it does ticketing, call records, so many things. We spend probably 85 to 90% of our time in this program when we're at work. So first things first, we're going to log in here, and once we do so, we get a nice dashboard. If I use the right password, so we get a nice welcome page, home page with a dashboard with a bunch of different information. This is customizable too, which is pretty cool. We can add different things, and each employee can customize it however they want to see what information they need. I don't want to show you too much just because this is a live system. So we will just get right into it, and today I'm actually going to show you how to add a new customer into the database. It's a pretty straightforward process, but every single person that contacts us, we try to enter their information into the system, just because even if we can't get someone's service, we like to have the option to give them a call back when we actually can provide internet service to them. So the way our service works, we have wireless equipment up on tall structures like radio towers, water towers, grain legs, all different kinds of stuff throughout the tri-state area. And that equipment will broadcast out a wireless signal out to the surrounding area. We would then install a receiving antenna on the customer's property, just a small rectangular device, or if they're a little farther away, we do also have a dish antenna that gets a little bit higher gain and a little bit stronger signal back to the customer. So the first thing we do is we actually need to get the person's information in the database. So we need first name, last name, email address, their phone number. If they have multiple phone numbers, we can add multiple phone numbers. So if they have a home phone, a mobile phone, and a fax number, we can add as many phone numbers as we need in there, or remove, as you can see. We do also have the option to add custom fields to this web form. The nice thing about this is all of this information would then show up on the customer's account, and I'll show you once I get there. But so I've actually added all of these to this form. If they're buying a Wi-Fi router from us, yes, no, unsure. If so, we will invoice them for it. We don't require people to have a Wi-Fi router, but we do recommend it, and they don't have to necessarily use one that we provide. But if they do want to buy one from us, we give them that option. If they want a payment plan on the installation, or what kind of installation it is, so we have a one-time installation fee of $149.95 to get someone installed. They can either pay that in full. We can do a 2-month payment plan, a 3-month payment plan. If the house has already had internet service installed by us in the past, so say we had a customer in that house and the person moved, new person's moving in, and all of the equipment's still there, the cabling's still there. Literally all they have to do is plug it in. We'll just charge a $50 activation fee instead of the $149.95 installation. We do also sometimes offer discounted rates if we're running a special, or say we're doing a lot of installs in one area, and while we're in that area, we want to give people the option to get a discounted installation. Then we'll mark that there. We put what package they want, so be it our basic or our premium package, whatever speed they're looking to subscribe to. If the person has a TV antenna tower, and if it's safe to climb. And then also if they have any animals that we should know about, if we need to call ahead and let them know, hey, we're coming out, put away your dog. So all very good information to have. The next thing, we have the location. So this is where we would actually put in the physical address that the person's looking to get service at. I'm going to go ahead and actually start filling this out. So I'll show you, I'll put my information in here. I know that I'm already in the system. And one of the nice things that Powercode does, it'll actually notify you that there's a possible duplicate. So a lot of times if you're talking to someone on the phone, they may or may not remember contacting you for internet service 2 or 3 years ago. So if we already have someone's information in the system and we're trying to add their information again, we get this nice little pop-up window saying, hey, you might want to look at these accounts. That person's name is already in the system. Some people have the same name, so sometimes you'll get a false flag, but very, very handy to avoid having multiple entries of the same person in the database. So just for the sake of this, I will actually just make a test account just to show you what an actual account looks like. So if you give me 1 second here. So like I said, we can enter all this kind of information, whatever they want to do for the install, what package they want, if they have a tower, if they have animals, then we'll actually put in the address that they want service. For the sake of this, I'll just do my work address. So now I can actually go to the map view here, and it'll show me where the customer actually is in relation to our towers. So right here, of course, I'd be able to get service because this is our office building, which is very serviceable. But just for the sake of this demonstration, I will switch it. So what this is called an elevation profile. Basically, it looks at the topography between 2 points. So up here we have WLKI, the radio station up on the hill in Angola, which we have equipment on and it broadcasts off of. So I can see how far away is this person from the tower. In this case, we're right down at the bottom of the hill, so not very far. I can see the actual height on the tower up here, and then I can also see the elevation, what the hills look like between the 2 spots. So very nice tool, very good at determining serviceability. The one thing it doesn't do, though, it does not account for trees. So this is only based off of the ground elevation and no foliage. So one thing with our service, the frequency that we use, it's a relatively high frequency, so it doesn't travel well through material. So trees and hills and concrete and stuff like that, it'll really block out the signal. It won't penetrate very well. So a lot of times we have to take that into account if we are looking at serviceability. So someone's elevation profile might look really good, but then at the same time you could have a situation like this where they might be shooting right through a big group of trees, and they might not actually be able to get service. So I'll show you this. Our services tab, we can add an internet service to the account, and then billing, if we need to change anything on the billing cycle, change the bill due date or the grace period or something like that, we have that option too. So right now I have all of the information I need to make this account. Let's say a duplicate username. All right, so now we've got that test account in there. This details all the information that I already put in there. So, like I was saying, the custom fields. So then, when we actually go and make the initial invoice, when we go out to do the installation of service, we can see all this information. So, if they're buying a Wi-Fi router, what kind of payment plan they want on the install, what service they want, if they have a TV tower, all that kind of stuff I already went over. So, we can see the billing and physical address. We can enter call logs. So a lot of times after we put the customer's information in the system, we will then actually put in a call log to detail what we talked about on the phone. So, you may not have actually closed the deal with the customer. You might have just went over pricing information. They might not want to actually install service yet. You can make note of that in here, whatever you want to do. So I'll just do a test one for now. Controls complete. So, and then in here too, if we did actually schedule an install, I can then schedule an install job. So I can assign it to our technician group. I can then do an installation, and then I can put any notes that I need in there. Customer needs a call before we come out. He is leaving from work. So something like that. I can then throw the job in standby if I want, which will basically just, it's a bank of jobs. So anytime we're in the area, we can pull up the jobs in standby, and if we can add it to the schedule if we have time, we'll do that. But in the case of an install, we would normally actually schedule the time. So I'll go ahead and create the job, and then it'll pull up our schedule. I'm going to go a couple months out, just so we don't have any live data. So say this person wants to get installed in June. I can actually pull it up, just drag and drop, and then I can hit save. Here it'll pop up if I want to email the person, if they have an email address on file. By default, it'll send out an email, very simple email, just saying the date and time that we have an appointment scheduled for. If we don't want to send that, we just check that checkbox, and then we hit continue with save. So right there, we successfully added a new customer to Powercode. We went through the account, and we actually scheduled a job for an installation of service for that customer. So I hope you learned something. I hope it was interesting to you, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.